everyone, it's Shanna. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be working on another card from Kinder's Card Challenge, perhaps two cards. And the pieces that I'm going to be working with today are these three pieces of pattern paper. This is Kinder's Card Challenge Sketch 12 is the one that I'm working on. And this is my Christmas version of it. I've already done just a regular version and now I'm working on a Christmas version. So it's Sunday afternoon. I've had a little nap and well rested, and we'll just get started on our card. So like I said, these are the three pieces that were from the cutting when you cut along with the sketch. And I'm just going to bring in my card base and my additional layers and just start building my card. So the card sketch actually has your card going portrait style, but I'm going to go, I think, landscape. I think that's what I want to say. And I'm just going to bring in, you've been seeing me do a lot of black and white with this card, with this pattern paper selection. And so I'm just going to be bringing in a black panel for my base. I just think it will make a nice base for this selection of pattern paper. And I'm just going to get it glued down. Now this afternoon after church, we actually had a little cookout that I went to because my youngest sister was in town from Florida. So that was fun to get to see her. I haven't seen her in several months, and so it was fun, and we had all the family together, and it was a really nice time. So that was fun. I got to do that, and then came home and took a little nap. So I've got my first panel laid down, and then this is where you'd bring in begin to layer your pattern paper. Now the reason why I turned this is because this is directional paper. One of the things that Kinder recommends in her challenge is not to use directional paper so that you got it going, but this will work because I'm just going to flip. Instead of having my card go this way, I'm going to flip and have it go this way. And this is 1.5 inch by 5.5 is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and first of all make sure, okay, I'm opening it that way. Get my score buddy out of the way. I like to always use that when I put my first layer down if it's going corner to corner. So I'm just using my glue so that I have that wiggle room that I need. And I just watched a couple videos. One was Kathy Ziltsky with her Dazzle Dry Nail Polish. And so I'm a little bit embarrassed that I need to update my manicure. It's looking pretty rough. But I want to get a card made. So now I've got that laid down, and then my next panel that I'm going to lay down is going to be this panel here. And I'm going to, let me think, I'm going to lay it like that. Yeah, that looks about right. And this panel is 3 3/4 square. So just so you have an idea of it. And you can go and get Kinder's template for free. You can go and get it. And if you'd like to check out the challenge, it's a lot of fun. And so I'm just going to get this laid down. Try and get it lined up. Lay that panel down. Then I'm going to turn it. The next piece, it would be like this if you did it that way. It's going to go here. So I'm going to lay it down. And this piece is 1 inch by 4 1/4. And you can see I've got it labeled C, so it was pattern C, and it's for card 12. And then I have my measurements on there. I just do that to kind of keep myself squared away. And I'm doing that kind of crookedly. I need to get that to lay before it gets stuck. I need to get it lined up better. I think that looks good. Now the next panel that you're going to bring in, and I didn't measure this, and I think it's yeah, it's 2 1/4 square is what it is, and you're going to lay it on here like, actually it's not square. It's 2 1/4 by 2.5. Did I do that right? I don't know. I think it's right. And I'm going to lay it on here like this and just lay it down. I'm trying to bring in colors that'll kind of tie these pattern papers together, because we've kind of got a green scheme and then the red scheme, and so I'm just trying to tie everything together, and I hope this turns out all right. I just envisioned what I was going to do with this. This one also calls for an embellishment piece that would kind of go around like that, so I'll show you what I'm going to do. I actually stamped from this stamp set here, which is Spellbinders, and I've got all my Christmas stuff sitting here on the ground. Let me see if I can find the package for it so I can tell you what it is. Here it is. It is the Spellbinders Wonderful Christmas is what it is. And I've got this poinsettia with the leaves here, and I've actually stamped it out twice. I've got a green one that I've already die cut out, and then I've got a red one that I could die cut, but I'm going to fussy cut because I'm going to cut away the leaves and layer it on top of the green. I just realized I don't have my small scissors, so I need to grab them really quick. And I'm just going to quickly fussy cut this, and I'm going to cut away the leaves from this. And hopefully I can do this rather quickly. Fussy cutting is not a strength of mine. So I'm going to just try and get this flower cut out, which it shouldn't be too hard. Cut that away. And get that done. And I'm realizing now that I don't have my microphone on, so the sound quality of this video may not be what I want, but we're already well into this, so we'll just keep going. Okay, so basically what I did was I fussy cut that out, and I started to leave that little line, but because the leaves are stamped on there, I'm going to go ahead and cut that away. I think it'll just look cleaner that way, because I have some black lines in there that I really don't want to show. So my plan is to lay this on top of this so that we'll have some green leaves and a red flower. And so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to decide, should I pop it up a little bit? Let me try and see what it looks like popped up. And if I don't like it, we can lay it flat. So I've just got a little tiny square on there, and I want to make sure I get these in the right direction again. Got a little place I want to snip off of that. Okay. And I believe this is the well, hang on a minute. This is how I want to lay it down, right like that. Yeah, and then I'm going to lay that on here. And I like that. I think it, it gives me the green greenery, and then I'm just going to put some glue on there and get that laid down. I could have collared it, but I was like, let's do something simpler. And so I thought, well, I'll do the two tones and just do it like that. And then I've got this Merry Christmas. I have a bunch of these that I had prepared in advance. I've got it, and it is a Simon Says die. Simon Says stamp die. And I'm just going to lay that on there, and then that'll finish our card. I think that looks really, really nice. So I hope you like it. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next card. I'm going to get my stuff organized, and we'll pull the second one together, and we'll just put these two cards together. Okay, we're ready for card 2. I've got my paper laid out here. These are the pieces that we cut from the design template of this pattern paper. And this is kind of how it's going to lay on my card. I kind of laid it out there just so I could kind of keep track of what I was doing. So I'm going to make this actually a top folding card. And I'm going to go ahead and pull in my first layer. I think it should come together kind of quickly. So I was watching this morning while I was getting ready for church. I saw May's video. I think it came out today. And she had some pattern paper, simple pattern paper designs that you could make several cards out of. And I wanted to remember that and take a look at that, because, you know, when you are making your Christmas cards, you need to mass produce them, and you need all the ideas you can as far as quickly making cards. And I thought her video was just really awesome, and I think it'll be a really neat way to get a lot of cards made. So this panel here, and it's black, so I can't, it is 4x4. This is a 4x4 panel. And make sure I get all my layers right. Okay, so I'm just going to get it laid down. But yeah, so check out, if you're looking for inspiration on Christmas card making, check out May's channel and the video for today, because I think it'll provide you with some great inspiration for making your Christmas cards. And this is a 3 3/4 panel, and you're just going to have an edge on there. So you're going to get some good layering on this particular card. I notice my hair is kind of disheveled and everything for my little nap. I don't know, we got worn out today. We had a nice time. We actually had barbecued chicken and baked beans and corn on the cob and a salad. And there were rolls. I didn't actually eat a roll. And then we had a poke cake. So we had a really nice meal for lunch. Normally on Sundays I host my children and their kids and my sister. But today I didn't have to, so it was kind of nice to have a little break. I did take the baked beans. I told my husband I should have made more because they were just gobbled up. I couldn't believe. I went in to get some more and they were gone. So that's how this is going to lay. And then we're going to bring in our pattern papers. So I'm just going to bring them in. And this was my pattern D paper. And I need to lay this down because I'm getting a little bit confused without having my thing in front of me. Yeah, it is going to go in that direction. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to get it laid down where it's supposed to go with a nice little edge on there. And if it's not perfect, it's not perfect. We don't have any card police around here. And I don't think people are going to get their T-square out and measure everything. And so I think it'll be fine. I hear the neighbor's dog barking. I don't know if that's picking up or not. We've got that terrible air quality going on again here in Indiana. I don't know what normal is, but I think my husband said it was like in the 150 or something. I don't know. And we've got that haze again. So things must be still ablaze in Canada, which I'm sorry to hear that. And I was hoping that we're able to get that extinguished, but we're getting a little bit of the effects of it. I really feel for Canada in that. Now this one, I think we got a little bit more room here with this. I think I'm going to kind of separate that. Now this particular card calls for some form of embellishment here, and then your sentiment here. And so in thinking what I was going to do with that, I decided I would use my star again, and I'm going to use my Noel. And so I'll just get it laid down, and then that'll finish up this card. just in time because I just heard the back door open and close. My husband is home and it's time for dinner. So I'm going to get this laid down. And I'm going to lay my Noel down. And I'm going to link in the description box all of the products that I used. Now this one I've just layered 2. A lot of times I'll do 2 or 4 or whatever. But I had 2 die cut out and I wasn't going to die cut out another one. And so I've just got 2. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to lay this on here and let it dry. Press down. All right, and then we'll come back. Oh, actually I have more pieces for this. This is kind of bare down here. I actually have a strip that's supposed to go here. And I think this would even called for like a bow or whatever. And I've been in the habit of leaving the bows off of my cards. I don't know. I guess it's just not my thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this laid down, clean my glue up, snip this off the back. I'm going to layer up a black piece. Oops. Probably got glue on too much of it. Layer this up. And I've got glue on my fingers. Lay that down. Oops, I've got it glued to my, I'm going to turn it around. I've got glue on my fingers and I'm gluing myself to my card. Get that laid down. And then I'm actually going to bring in one more layer to tie my gold in. And since I didn't have a bow, I'm going to use this little tiny strip of the gold that I had left from this paper that I cut my Noel and my star out with. I'm going to do it like this because I don't think I have glue on that part of it. Just center that up, and then I'll just cut it off of each side. And that'll finish up that card. We're going to come back in and review them. Okay, to recap our 2 cards, this was the first one that we made, and I think it turned out really nice. And then this was the second one, and I like it as well. So we've got a top folding. Actually, they're both top folding, so we've just flipped this one over. But I really like them. I think they turned out nice. I hope you like them too. And if you do, if you'd consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I welcome you and would ask if you'd like to subscribe to please do so. I'm trying to grow my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye. Have a great evening.